Hello and welcome to this Profit Protector Pro video. I hope you're doing well. And in today's session, what I wanted to do is tell you why using the BuyBotPro Profit Protector Pro integration or the Chrome extension is useful, what exactly that is going to do for you, and what the difference is between setting up an item here and just waiting for an item to come into your Profit Protector Pro account. So obviously, if you're aware of the functionality of the Chrome extension and the integration, I will recap this in a moment. You might have thought at times, hold on a minute, like what actually are the actual perks to using the extension or the integration as opposed to just letting the item sync through to my inventory? Well, it all comes down to a matter of time and preparation, being able to cut a couple of corners. So when you add an item to your Seller Central, and regardless of if you use the extension or if you wait for it to naturally come into Profit Protector Pro, the item does need to be in your Seller Central. That way Profit Protector Pro can link to that particular entry in Seller Central and actually reprice the item on Amazon. It won't add, like if you add a product to Profit Protector Pro via the extension, let's say, it won't then go ahead and add it on Seller Central. It doesn't have that ability. So you still need to list everything on Seller Central. But how exactly you have it appear in Profit Protector Pro, how soon that happens and how you set it up for repricing, boils down to two different routes, okay? So if you add something to Seller Central, in time it will sync through to Profit Protector Pro. Now this will basically happen as soon as possible. So there's going to be a bit of a waiting period between adding the item to Seller Central and it appearing in your Profit Protector Pro inventory. So this basically depends on how quickly Amazon communicate this with Profit Protector Pro. So how soon they send the item and its information over. Then there's also the human element, okay? So this is when you physically get round to coming into Profit Protector Pro, and however it is exactly you do that, whether you manually enter it in, whether you do it via a spreadsheet, whether you automate it, you still need to come in at some point and add your min-max prices and strategy. So there's a whole sort of like time aspect involved with this, and by the time that you physically get round to setting everything up in Profit Protector Pro, you could have potentially lost, maybe hours worth of repricing time just in the time it took to physically get round to doing it, because obviously there's a bunch of other things that you'll be doing in your business, and you can't just sit there waiting for something to fall in to then set up for repricing straight away. Of course, if you've got Profit Protector Pro open whilst you're working, then obviously that's going to work out a bit better, because you can literally just flick to the Profit Protector Pro tab and then just go ahead and add in your min and max and so forth. But obviously there's a big time aspect there. And if you're adding loads of things to your Seller Central, then it might not be feasible to add everything sort of like via the extension. I mean, what you could also do is use the blank template CSV, and please go ahead and check out my YouTube videos on the blank template CSV as how exactly to use this. But basically you can add in the information about the items, all of the repricing info, via a blank spreadsheet template, and obviously keep it to the columns and keep the template the same. But you could upload products in bulk in advance, and then obviously it'll add those entries to Profit Protector Pro. Then it just waits for the SKU to be pulled through. But obviously that might not be feasible for you in certain circumstances. So in that case, you'd just wait for things to naturally sync into Profit Protector Pro. But using the integration in BuyBotPro or the Chrome extension basically allows you to do your deal analysis, to check out something on Amazon and set it up for repricing in advance. So right here and now, let's say I'm looking at this item, I've done my analysis, everything looks great about it. So go ahead, enter in my buy price, $7.30. If I'm working with a different VAT percentage, then I would enter that in here. It's got the ASIN. We need to make sure that it is add a new SKU if we're adding a brand new item, or a brand new entry for a particular item, if we're going to have it under multiple SKUs, because it might be that we have an FBA entry and an FBM entry that we have under two different SKUs, so we can set up different repricing info for them. And of course, if you want to adjust something about a currently existing SKU in Profit Protector Pro, then we would just select the SKU from the drop-down list, provided that the ASIN does exist in Profit Protector Pro. But anyway, then you'd enter in your min and your max prices, whatever they may be, and the strategy, then just click Save in Profit Protector Pro, and that sends the item straight to Profit Protector Pro. It appears there literally straight away, and that is regardless of if you use the extension or the integration. So once it appears in Profit Protector Pro, obviously everything about the item would already be set up, like the min and max and the strategy and so forth, because you've already done it via the extension. And basically, obviously, it won't have a skew because it's just awaiting that piece of information from Amazon. But as opposed to waiting on everything about the item, it's literally just a skew. So it'll grab that from Amazon as soon as it can, and then it will start repricing straight away. So you don't have to physically go back in later and then enter that stuff in and then turn it on for repricing. It will just do it automatically as soon as it grabs that skew. So there won't be anything further that you need to do once you've set it up via the extension and the integration. So it's a way of, being prepared. You get your item repricing more or less straight away as soon as possible, instead of there being that sort of like human element of, whenever it is I get round to it. So I could have potentially lost hours worth of repricing. And it just, I'm doing my deal analysis. I like the looks of this item. I am going to go ahead with it. So at the same time, add it to Profit Protector Pro. And if you've got like your auto min max rules set up and so forth, then just give that a click. You don't even have to enter in your min max rules. Just give that a click and Profit Protector Pro works out for you. So it can be quite a quick process. And obviously, again, don't forget that it needs to be in your Seller Central still, in order for everything to work. So that is the difference between adding something via the extension or the integration and letting it fall into Profit Protector Pro account naturally. And obviously what way you prefer, I mean, you can do both ways, but what way you prefer, you might not have known what the perks were. So hopefully that paints a clearer picture of why the extension and the integration are around and how exactly they can help you. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.